Warning, you're about to experience the most passionate, high-energy, controversial hour of your life. Please buckle up and hold on tightly. This station is not responsible for injuries. Now it's time to meet the anti-Obama. He's been called a combination of Barry Goldwater, Ronald Reagan, and Ron Paul on steroids. He's a libertarian, conservative, anti-tax, limited government warrior, spreading economic and personal freedom from coast to coast. This is the Wayne Allyn Root Show, direct from Casa de Root and the greatest city on earth, Las Vegas, Nevada, a place where politically incorrect is correct, and where the state constitution bans income taxes but welcomes guns in the hands of law-abiding citizens. This, ladies and gentlemen, is heaven. It's time. Let's go to war with the most dynamic, libertarian, conservative, capitalist evangelist in America, Wayne Allyn Root.
All right, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is War. Wayne Allyn Root, a very different kind of politician and a very different kind of radio host, because I am a blue-collar SOB, son of a butcher. I am the anti-Obama, my old college classmate, Columbia University, class of 83. I'm a small businessman, homeschool dad, citizen politician, born to lead a citizen revolution, and the best-selling author of the new book, Conscience of a Libertarian, Empowering the Citizen Revolution with God, Guns, Gambling, and Tax Cuts. I'm a Republican-turned-libertarian, a Jew-turned-born-again Christian, a Las Vegas oddsmaker-turned-libertarian, vice presidential nominee, and I hope in 2012 presidential nominee, a New Yorker and Californian who escaped those high-tax states and became a Nevadan. Yes, Nevada is heaven. I'm coming to you from my adopted home, Las Vegas, Nevada, a western frontier state where income taxes are banned, where sin is legal and guns are welcome, and politicians are limited by law. Only in Nevada will you find politicians limited to meet only 4 months every 2 years. That's why our taxes are low. Every time these guys sit in their seats and open their mouths, they do damage to the taxpayer. This show is sponsored by two great companies. I want you to check them out. Wealth Masters International, creating success and wealth in others, one person at a time. Their website is WMIRadio.com. That's WMIRadio.com. And, of course, Rare Coin Wholesalers, RCW. There's a reason that the word wholesale is in their name. They eliminate the middleman in gold and rare coins. You're buying wholesale. You're ahead of the game from the first minute of your purchase. Their website is RCW1.com. That's RCW1.com. And their toll-free phone number, 800-347-3250. 800-347-3250. And we're going to hear from both companies later in the show. Boy, have we got two fantastic guests today. Dr. Ron Paul, one of my heroes, Republican presidential candidate. A lot of people laughed at him, thought he had no chance, thought Rudy Giuliani would get the nomination. Guess what? Dr. Ron Paul got more votes and raised far more money, about $35 million, versus Rudy Giuliani, who raised almost nothing and got no votes and really made a statement for the libertarian cause and the freedom movement. He'll be on the show. And Judge Andrew Napolitano, the Fox News judicial analyst, one of the great constitutionalists in our country, two heroes of both mine and libertarian conservative thinkers in this country. You know what the difference is between Washington, D.C. and Las Vegas? In Vegas, the drunks gamble with their own money. That's what this show is all about. You know, in Vegas, they may gamble, and some of you may consider that sin. But the real sin and the real whores are in Washington, D.C., where they're gambling every day, but they're doing it with your money and my money and without our permission. That's the real crime. The central theme of my book, The Conscience of a Libertarian, and this radio show, every Saturday we're airing in Chicago and New York and Los Angeles. The central theme is contrasting Nevada with California and Washington, D.C. And I'm going to talk about why those states are in so much trouble. California, New York, and Chicago, Illinois, and Washington, D.C. But here's a quick comparison to give you a taste of what my show will be about and what my thinking's about. Because Nevada, my adopted home state, is about personal and economic freedom. We have no income taxes, no business income taxes either, no capital gains taxes, no death taxes. No property taxes. They're limited by law. Not none, but limited by law and very low compared to New York or California. Our Constitution bans income taxes, but welcomes guns in the hands of law-abiding citizens. We have the fewest government employees in the nation. We're a right-to-work state, non-union, and we tax sin, which is why taxes are so low for the average homeowner, the average taxpayer, the average person who's trying to make a living and keep a little bit more of their own money. And the result is we're number one in the country out of 50 states for the last 25 years in population growth, and the Census Bureau predicts will be number one for the next 25 years. And I understand my guest, Ron Paul, is waiting. But before I get to him, I just want to tell you what's happening in California, because California is a spending addict. They need an intervention. Someone's got to intervene and get California into rehab. They have the most government employees in the country, the highest government employee spending, the most powerful government employee unions, the highest paid teachers in America. They spend over $200 million a year on illegal immigrants, and the highest taxes in America. And what's it got them? The worst bond ratings in America. Number 50 out of 50 states last. A budget deficit that was $42 billion, unheard of. Now it's only $22 billion and change. They're bankrupt. They are insolvent. 135,000 people a year who are Native Americans, meaning born in the USA, are escaping California every year. 1.35 million in the last decade. And guess where they're going? Over 1 million have come to Nevada, my state, with low taxes and lower spending. It's unbelievable. 1.3 million left, and 1 million came to Nevada. That's the proof. They're voting with their feet, ladies and gentlemen. It works. Spend less and tax less. All right, we've got Congressman Ron Paul on the phone. Ron Paul, are you there?
I am here. Good to be with you.
We seem to be talking almost every day now, Ron.
Oh, I know. your listeners will get tired of me.
All right. Well, no one ever gets tired of you. Not my listeners. I could never be tired of you. Just so I give a little introduction for the one or two people in the world who don't know my hero, Ron Paul, Republican presidential candidate in 2008, a Libertarian presidential candidate, by the way, back in, I believe it was 88. Is that right?
That is correct.
And a man that basically represented, I hope you'll agree with me, the anti-establishment wing, the libertarian limited government, pro-freedom, pro-free markets wing of the Republican Party, and a life member, by the way, of the Libertarian Party. Is that all correct?
That is correct.
I got it right. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, that could be the reason why I like you so much. Hey, listen, you predicted the spending and would lead to the deficit.